Okay, well, thank you everyone for being here. Today is our night. Tonight is our night number 11. We are on that very night, that special night number 11. Yeah, it's like the balance point. It's a balance point of the 21 days. Yeah, so we have 10 and then we have 10 more. So we are right in that balance day. It's a very important day, which is also a good day to start a new referencing system. So we've just completed our human structure. And so it's what did I say? We finished the human structure. And so we finished, I'll do the share screen because it's always easier with a visual. So we covered the theories, the 4 theories. Let's use red. I don't often use red, but I don't know. I just feel like using red today. Maybe it's the day 11. Who knows? Special energy. So we covered the theories, and then we got we cover the 3 referencing systems before we go into turning on the lights, before we go into the 7 lights, because these are foundations to us building the understandings for the concepts covered in the 7 lights, which are, of course, the wisdom, inner states, personality, virtues, and then the 3 tangibles, which is your capability, your physicality, and of course the material. So to be able to build on that, we need a strong foundation, and a strong foundation we've covered already. So we've got here that from perspective of logic or science. I'm going to write science. It might be a bit small, but yeah, just briefly, yeah, because I've covered this a few times already. So science, we have the formula of life, where life begins, and that is the formula. What is it? The formula of life's origin. Yeah. Of life's origin. So that one we covered. It is change and monitor. Yeah. So we have the change, 2 things, and we monitor 2 things, which make up our mind picture or that visual representation. Yeah, we can say that mental visual representations, or I call it mind picture because it's so simple. And as you know, I come from teaching, primary school students. So I love simplicity. I love how it's just words that just sort of easy to remember, easy, short to write. Yeah, so we change our, what is it? Our saying. Yeah, our saying. So you change your
just in time.
knowing. Yeah. Yes. Whoa, there you go. At least I know that that someone's been paying attention. Obviously I wasn't. I'm like writing the wrong thing. And of course we monitor. Oh yeah, right, Vin. Vin says he knew it and he didn't want to say it. Yeah, right.
Okay, other people
You know that saying of that, the inner integrity? something to pay attention
Oh, yeah.
to.
Can you please continue?
So we monitor our seeing and our
Hearing.
thank you. Hearing. Yeah. Monitor our seeing and our hearing. And therefore we will change the picture. That's what it is. Yeah, the mind picture. All right. And then we also covered the human structure, which we concluded yesterday. Yep. So that is coming from the perspective of some beliefs. Yeah. And that is faith and religion. Which is beliefs. And so this is purely on just believing in it because there's no proof. Here we can sort of structure it. It's logic. Yeah, this one's beliefs. And that is through the human structure. This one's going to be a test. The human structure. What is core to human structure? what's the key to applying the human structure in terms of having that, that control over your life. So here you have the control over your life based on this, on logic. You change what you are seeing, not what you are saying and what you're knowing, and you monitor what you're seeing. It's basically monitoring your picture, your mind picture. Yeah, the stronger your mind picture is, the stronger your mind picture is, the closer you are to getting that. And so here with the human structure, what is it that we have control over? Balance helps. Yes, balance helps you to having the control, but it's not the control. Balance is not control. Yeah, balance gives you the ability to have that control. What drives the outcome of your life? There's that one slide. If I show you, you have the answer.
Something got to do.
What is, there is that one slide that people often, like the first time I went through it, I just ignored it totally because I couldn't understand it. This one, this one should help. So it helps you to experience, right? That's what we're looking for, right? This whole journey, we go here, we learn new things, we replace the information that we used to have with information that's more helpful to our life, so that we can have this experience of life, of the world, of the cosmic world, in the best possible way. So what is it? What is it that's going to help us to have that? What's key? Yeah, what's key to this human structure?
Truth.
Yeah, what is it?
Truth.
Well, the truth will bring you to your balance. It brings you to your being at peace, and then you go out into your characters, and then you decide, I'll do this. I'll use my emotions to respond to people in with gratefulness. I'll go to my traits, and I'm going to analyze and differentiate and respond in a way, differentiate with compassion, so making meaning in a more compassionate way. Yeah, so that helps you to do that. Why though? Why we want to be respect, in terms of that gratefulness, in that gratitude, place of gratitude, in that place of compassion, in that place of being at peace. What will you be able to create? Look, this is the formula of life, basically. Yeah, based on the human structure. You have your inner self-awareness, then it creates this energy, this vibration in your body, and from that vibration it creates an energy brings to it, basically determines your experience of life. What creates the energy is your key. What is it? What creates the energy? It is what creates your energy. When we covered the a few times, actually, when we covered the subconscious, that garden of subconscious, of your subconscious, we covered what draws out all the good stuff and the bad stuff. It's your blessings. Yeah, it's the blessings that blessings bring you the positive energy. Yes, and merits will bring you the balanced energy. And then, of course, your evil acts will bring you the negative. We don't want to put that in here because it doesn't support life in terms of having the best possible experience. Does that make sense? Does that sit? Does that sit? So the key to the human structure is basically of your life. Our life mission is to create the blessings and the merits. Your life mission, based on the logical world, is to hold the picture that you want. Still a positive picture. And this is how you create that picture. Human structure is to have the right energy, and the energy comes from this. You with me? Yeah, Vin's not settling. No?
That's all right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, Annie's settled. Okay, Lynn. I got it. Okay, so I've got okay, so today, because it's gotta sit. Yeah, it's gotta sit for you to then turn on those lights in the house. If these don't sit, it will be a waste of time to continue on this journey. So these have to sit, because with your table here, yeah, your table of life, you come to this for, your exquisite meal, dinner of life, meal of life, like delicious. For me, it's like sodium on here somewhere. It's delicious. For this delicious table to not wobble and fall, we need all three, which we will explore now tonight. But we must know these. Yeah, these are core to everything that we're going to do in the next the next 7 lights that we will turn on. So today we will, I'll keep at this mood, I think, this pace. We are going to explore the perspective of dogma. Yeah, which is culture, family, friends, teachers, all the things that we just know. Yeah, so we go through life and we just know it as it is. There's no proof. It's just people say, and so we do. You know, my mum used to do this, and so I do it like that. Fire is hot, so I just don't put my hand in there. I use fire to cook. I don't know why or how fire cooks a meal, but it does. And then when you go into, maybe you learn about chemistry, and then you learn about it, and that explains it. But before that, you still use it, you still apply it, but you just know it. So this one is knowing, this one is believing, this one is through understanding it. It's logic. That's what it's based on: understanding, believing, and knowing. Are you with me up to here? Yeah, because that's crucial, because today we're going to learn why it's even in a triangle this way. So dogma, we have the reality triangle. The reality triangle. And we will come back to explore what's key to this reality triangle. Yeah, so we've got 2 keys here. What's key to this reality triangle? So this now actually explains this triangle. Are you with me? We're going to learn what explains this triangle. This is understanding, logic. This is believing. And here, this is the knowing. So let's put that aside. So let's start. Let's explore, do a bit of exploring here. So, in life we have the problems. Yeah, we have the problems. Yeah, here we have problems. Yeah, so we have problems. But if we have problems, okay, there's problems. Okay, fine. There are problems in the world. Yes. If we have success, will there be problems? Yeah, it's not like success and problems don't go together. True or not? So if there are problems, success will solve this problem. It will cancel these problems out. Correct?
Yep.
So all we need is to have success. Are you with me up to there? So we have problems. Okay, yes, there are lots of problems in the world. I'm not saying that they're not. They're not. Yes, there are. We're just exploring this for a little, like just for a fun game. Yeah. So if there's success, then there's no problems. So then the question we need to ask that is more like sort of more bright, like the right, in terms of the right question that leads us to sort of more productivity rather than, there's a problem, I'll solve this problem. There's going to be another problem. Yeah. In terms of the light, the theory of the light, we learned that. So, okay, if there's problems and if there's success will cancel out problems. Just like if there's light, we'll cancel out the darkness. So then what brings us to success? What will give us success? Well, experts say to have success, we have this thing that we say, you know, that person's really mature. What does it mean? They can handle whatever that's going on in their life. So then that is maturity. Well, maturity. Maturity in a certain aspect, in a certain thing will give you success. Yeah, mature means you are able to, so, you know, that person's really mature, or that child is so, you know, they're so mature for their age. It's because they are able to handle whatever it is. They are able to have success in whatever that is in that situation. So maturity brings success. Agree with me up to there? So then what gives you maturity? Yeah, because you want to get this success so that you don't have to deal with that. Yeah, that's life. So you want, what will give you maturity?
Experience.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, experiences. And from experiences, what do you get? You get your
Lesson.
yes, your lessons. And from your lessons, you get your learnings. Yeah. Yeah, because you don't have to have, remember learning. I think I already shared with everyone. Yeah. Remember when I was sharing about the process of transformation, when we talk about learning, there are a few ways to learn. You can learn through experiences, which can be very painful. And then sometimes you don't even get the right lesson. Or you learn from other people's experiences, or you learn from learning, like come to classes, learn from people who will teach it back to you. Yeah. So there's 3 ways of learning. And so from those, you will get your learning that you require to have the maturity, yeah, to have the success. So you can cancel out the problems in your life. You can just enjoy. Right? So then learning would it be fair to say learning equals success? Would it be fair to say learning equals success? When we learn, we get success. And it could be learned through experiences, painful experiences, or learn from watching people going through it, or learning from like books and classes. And, you know, because that's the most painless way and also fastest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now it poses a question. What do you want to learn about? Yeah, because like I said before, sometimes we can learn some lessons that aren't so supportive. Would you agree with me? That sometimes you go through a lesson that, you know, not everyone walk away with from one experience having the same lesson. Important to ask here, what do we learn about? What do you want to learn about? In terms of, so that it can, you know, give you the life experience that you want. I'll leave that question for you to think about. Yeah. Would you say that's a good question to think about, to mull over in terms of, you know, that theory of transformation? That question.
So you say learn about happiness. Is that?
Well, it's a question. So then if you think, oh, happiness might be something that I really want to know because it adds to my success, then can you imagine how that would drive everything, the books you will read, the people you will talk to, the conversations you will have? All starts from this. What do you want to learn? I want to learn how to get out the house quickly. Yeah, there's some kids. Yeah, I can't wait to grow up quickly so I can get out of here. That's why some people get married quickly so they can just get out of the house. Yeah, this is a reality for some girls, some women that have shared with me. So what do you want to learn really will drive the conversations you will have, the books you will read, your experiences. So here I want to leave it for you. We will answer at the end of the question of today's session. Okay, so but learning will take you to success. So what's that got to do with the triangle of reality? We're going to explore reality. let's explore what do you think reality is? Type in the chat if you want, guys, but you know, there's only a few of us, so what's reality? What is reality? So we are learning about the reality triangle. What's reality? So it comes from the word real. Yeah.
You live,
Pardon?
you live in experience, huh?
Experience it. Yeah, it's there. You know that it exists. It's real, it's there, it's reality, it's there, it's real. And of course, we say, you know, in terms of material, we can feel it, yeah, recognize it. So those are the two things that not really see, not through seeing or touching, but we know that it exists. That's real. We can feel it, we can sense it, yeah, we can feel it, we can recognize it, and we can see it, yeah, or like proof that it's there. Right, so reality. Want to just leave you to think about that. Yeah, so reality, there's three ways of experiencing it. So when we're talking about the triangle of reality, let's look at two things so that are real, so that we can explore what makes it real, what makes it. Okay, are they the same? Are they the same?
No.
Yeah, so the reality is they are not the same, right? You can see that they are not the same. Yeah. Okay, so tell me what makes them different, or so what's make up what makes this what makes up this pen?
Plastic.
It's plastic, right? So it's got plastic, a certain amount of plastic, not a whole lot of plastic, right? So these are all plastic. This is all plastic. This one is not. This one's got some plastic. It's got some color. Yeah, it's got some felt, maybe some felt there, right? Correct. Yeah. And it has a certain amount of energy, which means that it has some use. Yeah. So it has some energy in it. Like everything now with science, they can measure it. Everything has a certain amount of energy, even words. Yeah. Even words. So when they test it with water, it crystallizes water in different ways. So very like thankfulness and beautiful music, the water actually crystallizes into these beautiful shapes. And then if you say nasty words, heavy negative emotions, then it actually crystallizes in a quite odd, in a really odd, not so pretty shapes. That one, if you want to look up, I think it's Edmono water experience from a Japanese. It's all on YouTube. Yeah, so you can look at that. I think water experiment, I think something like that, which I really love. It blows my mind. But yeah, so with everything has an energy. Yeah, so this one, would you say that and look at the mug, what's the making of the mug? So we have porcelain, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, ceramic. Yeah, and then some, I don't know, something that makes it black, and there's some gold paint on it. Yeah, and it holds water, so it has a different kind of energy. Would you say so?
Mm.
Yeah. So would you say that would they have the same energy if you were to measure it?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, may not. Yeah,
Yep.
because they are different, right? So these, it consists of different things. So the different information in it. Yeah, the information is the plastic, whatever that it holds. Are you with me? Whatever that's in it. Yeah. And then the energy that it has, and then it looks like this. Are you with me? The reality of it is like this because of what we put into it. Are you with me?
Mm-hmm.
So because of what we put into it, because of the amount of ceramic that we put into this, and under whatever amount of heat, it went under, and it looks like this in the end. It looks different. So that's the reality of it. Yeah, is based on what we put into it. Okay. So then if you were to look at us then, yeah. So, okay, I'm going to draw. Let's just draw that triangle. I was going to say that triangle. Let's draw the first triangle. So when you look at that, let's put it into this. So it's a reality triangle. The reality of it is a texter and a mug. Texter or a mug. Yeah, where's my texter that I just used? So here is what we put into it, is the information. We call that information. Because so the information is the plastic, bit of color, bit of black, felt. So that is the information. Yeah, information. And with this information, this amount of plastic, this amount of green, this amount of felt, and also the ink inside it, it gives it the energy. Yeah, energy that it holds. And from that, it becomes this reality of this texture. And that is, it materializes. So first it's like it's just plastic. And it materializes into this through a process. And that is a material. Are you with me? So the information we feed into this, first of all, it's like a little bit of plastic, some ink, they're all separate, and then it forms into this. It goes through a process. It carries an amount of energy, which is the function of it. So if I use this pen to do some great work, maybe, write beautiful words to people, and then, or if I use it to, it depends. Yeah, but I guess sorry, I'm gone somewhere else. But here, so it gets fed into this information. When it's enough, then it becomes this pen. Yeah, enough information, the energy will form, and then it becomes that pencil, that pen that we can use. Yeah. So that it requires three things, and that's why it's called that reality triangle, where it needs three sort of angles, 3 points to make it what it is. Yeah. So we're going to keep it. So yeah, so that's what it is. Yeah, that's the triangle. So that's the reality triangle. Basically, that's all it is. Yeah. But let's explore a little bit more now into, okay, what about us? Okay, that's things. Yeah, the same thing with this. We have an amount of plastic, and then it gets pressed out with this, and now it has a different energy because it's a ruler. If we measure it, there will be a separate energy, and then that's what the material looks like. Just like everything else, the gray lead is the same. It's got some wood, a little bit of lead, and this paint outside, and again, it becomes the energy that it is, the function of it, and then it looks like this. Yeah, the same with all things. Let's explore now human. So that's it. Who are we? So what do you think? Who are we then? What's our information? What's our energy and what's our material? Okay, we are the material. We are here now. So what's our energy? What's our information? What do you think is the humanness, the human's information? What makes our information?
Where we raised.
Okay, so Lynn says the way we are raised. Interesting. Yes. So what about the way we are raised in terms of, if you were to put in here, what's that got to do? So where would that be? The way we are raised. Yeah, the information. So what's our information then? Yes, absolutely. The way we are raised makes us who we are, contribute to our reality for sure. Yep, society, culture, your teachers, parents, all that. When you go through that, what do you receive as information? Okay, so the information we have within us. I'm just going to say that. The information we have within. Because that's what's important. What's our information? We know that those things are plastic and ink and whatever, ceramic. What's us? Yeah. We know about everything around in the world, but we don't know about us. So what's our information? It's so important to know, yeah? So, okay, our information is would you say it's what we know? Would you say so? If you say it's our experience, you go through, you go to school, you learn it from your friends, you learn it from mom, from your experiences. Yes. What we know, what we believe. Yes. And what we understand. True or not? What we understand. So what we know, what we believe, and what we understand. That's our information. Do you agree with me? So what we know, yeah, that's our information. Where do our information? So that's our information. So when it comes to learning, yeah, what drives, what is it that we know, what we believe, and what we understand? What drives what we know, what we believe, what we understand? In terms of that, what we know about the world, it comes from our core concepts, the core concept that we draw on. Are you with me? The core, concepts. So we all have a core concept, say core concepts of love. Yeah. What we know about love, what we believe about love, what we understand about love will be the love that we have in our life. Do you agree with that? So what you know about love, if you know that love is, being with one another, and you believe that love exists, yeah, if you know that love means you have someone to live with, yeah, married, and you believe that love exists, are you with me? And you understand that getting love is, pursuing someone. Are you with me? Then then that can happen in your life because you will go out and you will do that. Yeah. And that is based on a core concepts, as in your core concepts of what love is, what you believe what love is to be, what you understand love to be from I don't know, from books and from things that you've learned, that forms a grounding of what love is. So let's do an example here. Yeah, I'm gonna draw it up. So here, what we know, what we believe, what we understand represents our information. What we know, what we believe, what we understand. You with me? What we know, what we believe. Yeah. Let's just write out information is what we know. I'm gonna write here information. Yeah, is what we know, what we believe, what we understand. They represent our information. And all of that there that we know, what we believe, what we understand is our core concepts. And we draw everything based on these core concepts when it comes to love. Are you with me? What we know, what we believe, what we understand, they are different. Yeah, about one thing, that will be our concepts, our core concepts on that thing. On that, say it was love. So let's draw. Are you with me? That's so let's draw it out. I think this one's clear enough. I think you get it. So our core concepts come from, so I think what is important here is this knowing, believing, understanding. That's the core concepts of anything that we have in our mind. Whoops, Are you with me? Then in our experiences that we've collected, that becomes our information. Yeah. So say example for our happiness. Let me draw it up like this. This is going to be let me draw it up like this. Okay, say for example, we have let's draw this one this way. And we're going to explore happiness. Okay, we're going what we know about happiness. Oh. What is it? Every time I write this word, happiness. Yeah. So we have happiness. Okay. So what we know, now we know this, yeah. What we know, what we believe, and what we understand. Right. What we know. So what we know about happiness, what we believe about happiness, what we understand about happiness, yeah, they represent the information. Yeah. All of these here. 1, 2, 3, right? These here, they represent the information we have, yeah, about happiness. About happiness. Are you with me up to here? Yeah. So we are exploring happiness. Okay. What we know about happiness, what we believe about happiness, what we understand about happiness represent the information. Oh, I should be pointing this other way. Yeah. Representing, I'm going to point like this, all of them. Yeah. Information we have about happiness. What we know about happiness, believe about happiness, understand about happiness is the information that we know about happiness, which is also our reality of happiness. Which is also our reality. Yeah. Of happiness. How does that look? Does that make better sense?
Yes.
So when we, yeah, good. Thank you, Annie. So when we explore happiness, what we know about it, what we believe about it, what we understand about it, yeah, is the information we have about happiness. And therefore, it is our reality. Our information, like we know, yeah, our information takes us to the energy we have about it and therefore creates the material that we have. That's our reality. Yeah. And that information there is called our core concept. Yeah, I'm going to write down here. Core concepts. Now, keep thinking about what you're learning, because how important it is to explore what you know, what you believe, what you understand about something. Yeah. Imagine if you believe that happiness is hard to get. Yeah, it's very hard to have happiness because, you know, hardly anyone have happiness around me. So, you know, life is hard, Lynn. Life is hard. We can't have happiness require a lot of sacrifices. Guess what your reality will be? Yeah, a lot of sacrifices to get the real happiness. To be able to have happiness, I have to sacrifice, compromise. That's your core concept. Is that a helpful core concept? So there's this, so core concepts aren't always helpful, is it? If we have that, that's not so helpful. So we want helpful core concepts. Right, another color. So I can, I've got so much here. I can't choose. Helpful core concept. Yeah, so we want helpful ones. Helpful core concept, not the ones that makes it hard to make it a reality. And really, to making something a reality, it's so simple. It's just those three things. What do you know about it? What do you believe about it? What do you understand about it? Are they helpful? If they are helpful, guess what? Your reality will be easy to get. If they're not helpful, then change it. Yes, shift it. That's why I asked the question, what do you want to learn about? Because what we learn about is going to form our information. True or not? How do we get, like people make plastic, they put it into a machine, yeah, feed it in. That's exactly with us. What are we feeding ourselves? That create that core concept. It makes up that core concepts. Okay. So where do these core concepts come from? We have one more. Well, where do we get helpful core concepts? So in terms of learning, right? So we have learning, true. We learn, okay, so now would you agree with me, learning the helpful concepts? Yeah. Where? How do we know what's helpful? How do we know what's helpful? How do kids know what's helpful? Whatever parents do is the right thing for them to learn, true or not? As a child growing up. Yeah. So then how do we know what's helpful? The helpful things are the things that is positive for life. Yeah. And we've learned, so I've shared with you then, they are your referencing systems. Another. Yeah, yes, the referencing systems. What you are using to reference life with. What you are using to reference life with. Sometimes we reference life with what we saw, as in, yeah, I used to reference this. It's crazy. As in, anyone who takes challenges in life to create money will not have happiness. That was my referencing system. That challenges will jeopardize happiness. And so live simply, have less, want less. That was how I referenced life. So the moment we have, you know, we want something, we'll go out there and get it. And then it's like, oh, this is hard. And I'm feeling grumpy and, you know, feeling a little bit off balance. It's like, don't get it. Don't do it. So never dare to go near the dreams that we have. I'll work hard, but that was the referencing system that I had every time. So it's always like hit a threshold and that's it. I'm not going to go any further. So we have the 3 referencing systems. Yeah, and this is the third one, the reality triangle. And that is, I think this is really important here, but knowing what we know, knowing what we believe, knowing what we understand represents the information that we have about it, about that particular thing. And that is our reality. It is a direct representation of our reality. So you tell me what you think about love, and I can tell you what your experience is. You tell me what you know about money, what you believe about and you understand about money. We can say what your reality is of money. And so let's explore the formula in a summarized way. Yeah. So this is what it is. Yeah. And now we're going to summarize it onto a 1 triangle. So we have a triangle. Did you want to say something, Annie?
Oh, no. I just have a tickle in my throat.
Yeah. The reality of a tickle in Annie's throat is that she knows she's got something in there and she has to, get it out, right? It's like you feel it, you know it. So then you're like, okay, if I clear my throat like that, it feels better. And so you do it. Do you know what I mean? It's like from the little things to the big things. It's the same thing. So you can use this to explain anything in life, anything. Whatever you feel like, you feel like explaining in that moment you want to explore. So first of all, we have, of course, information. Yeah. And then you have your energy. And then it's your material. Yeah. And that is what you know. Yeah. Remember, so the information that you have is what you know, what you believe, what you understand. Now, based on the three, so let's go with the three perspectives, the three referencing system first. Yeah. So we have the information through what you know is, no, let's just go with what you know first, and then where it comes from. So what you know, right here, what you know. Well, almost about no wrong. See, what you believe, and what you understand. Yeah. So what you know, what you believe, what you understand, and these, and that which one I want to go next. That's mine. And where do I go next from here? Will give you, it will give you what you know, what you I've gone, okay, I've jumped the line a little bit, but still, it's still good. What you know, what you believe, and what you understand gives you the result in your life. Yeah. You know, the result, the outcome. You with me? The result, the outcome of your life. Yeah, it gives you that. So where does it come from, that result? It comes from, remember from the very beginning, it comes from who you are, the cause. Yeah. From the cause. You are the cause of it, and the cause, you will cause that result through attracting to the conditions. Yeah. Yeah. And so these are here with these know and believe and understanding here. They come from your core concepts. So we'll write it down here. So we summarize on this sheet here, which is your core concepts. And the core concepts here, you want them to be helpful core concepts. Yeah. Your helpful core concepts, which come from your referencing system. And that we have 3 referencing systems. Yeah. I think that would be enough to summarize up the 3. We can add in here also the 3 referencing systems, but I think I'd keep it down here. Then we don't have to put it into the triangle. But the core of it is that what you know, what you believe, and what you understand creates your reality. Yeah, coming from the cause and the conditions. Yeah, that creates your results. that is all I have for this. I think this picture here really helps me to understand when I was learning this triangle reality. This helped me to make sense of what I know, what I believe, what I understand is the information that I have. And the information, like if I was a pen, a texter, that is the information that makes up the texture of what it is. It can be a thinner texture or another texture like this. It depends on what feeds into it, what people use to make it. And therefore that's the reality. And so that's the information. So the plastic, the color, the blue, the plastic, the blue, the whatever, that is the information. And so it's so important what we put in to have the reality that we want.